Hi there, history fans. As you saw in the introduction, in the last video you decided that you want to see Alexander the Great versus Ivan the Terrible from Epic Rap Battles of History. In the last one that we did, Stalin versus Rasputin, actually the third party one, so somebody who jumped in. There was Lenin and I don't remember who else, but yeah, it was kind of fun to see other characters also jump in. So if you want to take part in our polls, they're going to be up in the upper corner of the video. You can decide who's going to come next, who won, who had better attacks, who was better at defending, and who had better costumes. So as always, we're going to watch the whole video, and then we're going to discuss after the video or after the battle. We're going to discuss their attacks, and I will try to give some additional information. If you want to be part of our small history community, but still growing as hell, we're now at approximately 1,200. Just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you want to continue to talk about history or different history topics, you can join our Discord server. It's going to be in the description below, so the link to that. As always, I would like to hear your take on those two characters, so Alexander the Great and Ivan the Terrible. Correction, additional information, interesting information that you maybe know. Let us know in the comment section below. Our community will appreciate it. So, okay, let's jump into the video.
Alexander the Great.
Oh, nice.
Ivan the Terrible.
Their costumes are always great.
You're a land rule. I'm a land expand. You're the hand of your first loss. Alexander, like Aristotle. Smack your heart and then you hit that bottle. You're nothing but an overrated lush. I'll crush you. I'm the first son of all of Russia.
Yep.
You're an asshole with an Anatoly. I'm heaven sent, divine and holy. So don't even try to approach the god, or you'll get a huge shot like no garage.
Hey fella, swell diss, but now you got the Pan-Hellenist from Pella hella pissed. Stepping up's foolish as well as useless. Little Vassilievich, let me spell out the list. I brought foes to their knees in Phoenicia, breezed through Gaza to Giza, had the Balkans, Persia, Syria, Iraq, and Pakistan.
True.
My expansion pack. While you died in the middle of a game of chess, you got vodka bars, flavorless, and what I'm about to spit will be the craziest. So go fix me a drink so I can stay refreshed. Reach for the glory I got from winning every single war that I fought. So this'll be straightforward. I'll take up this sword that I brought and slice you in half like the Gordian knot. And I'll soar to the top like the eagle whose feather I was born, in the helmet that I wore as I swatted my many enemies, shattered them like a porcelain pot, and they'd be praying for the torture to stop. But I would leave them contorted and they'd be screaming and roaring until their vocal cords were torn up and shot. And I would howl abuse, level it, hot from a horsey and draw. Win them in a vanquish, I'm in a motive, you're not.
I don't stand a chance against your skills. Nazdrovia, a drink to
Na zdrowie.
Yes, I will. Seems no one can defeat me. I weep, it's all so easy.
What's wrong?
I feel a bit queasy.
You were
Huh.
then.
Oh, the pain is unbearable.
Why am I not surprised that Ivan is doing that?
I'm terrible. There's no great who could defeat this Russian.
What about a flute busting Prussian?
What? Frederick the Great.
First serve a stake, oblique attack, tactics ain't exactly straight. I've got creative talents and battle malice. How to steal on the field, genteel in the past. Much is fucked up, but I wonder why. With your tenders and targets and bears, oh my. Hey, you guys. Tear out my eyes if I had a look at your trophies every night. Now bring me my chair. I'm weary from tearing you a new derriere from here to Red Square. Fought a 7 years war. I ain't scared of his arm. Cause beating you only took me 12 bars.
Oh, what a humiliating defeat. I know when I am beat. So of course, take a seat.
I keep ripping you to shreds, but I'll take a break instead and just
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Why don't you drop that Fred? My expectations were a lot higher. But at least I saved the rubles on the garret wire. It's another great day and another great victory. Cause no great can beat me.
What about me, Pompey?
Yeah!
What?
Macedonians, Prussians, and Romans, those unworthy opponents. It takes a Russian to take down a Russian. I'm cat, I'm a cat. You're
Oh,
a
nice. It
rodent.
takes a Russian to take out a Russian.
Your hair was such a crazy one. Such sick shit going through your brain. And you sent this spike through your
Catherine.
You're on balance like I on balance. The European powers with the wars I wage. The Russian Empire straight out the olden days. I'm right into the golden age. I'm the buzz bee.
Nice.
What a beautiful queen to beat me at a battle. Accept this gift, your highness, I hear you. Enjoy the saddle.
That whole story is a pile of shit. Though I do keep jumping at the bit. But you're never gonna get it yet. Couldn't spin in my chamber if there's a Russian roulette. I'm picking up where Peter the Great left off. Bring sexy back to House Romanov. So don't call me queen, I'm far more great. Empress design, 8-bitch, checkmate.
They always need to go to the chess story. Yeah, as I said, nice video. There are polls. Please vote in them. You can decide who won, who had better attacks, who was better at defending, who had better costumes, and who's next. So, okay. Costumes, I think they represented all the different, from Catherine and even Ivan to Alexander. I think that the costumes were nice, especially the curly hair, because we all know, like when you watch all the old depictions that Greeks made of themselves, it was always with curly hair, and of course the big fur of Ivan, because Russia and it's cold. Yeah, regarding Alexander. Yeah, he made an empire, and he expanded throughout the Balkans, and he also expanded on today's Turkey and Syria. He went all the way until India, and there are also stories of his battles against, like local tribes in India, where the local tribes and states also used elephants and so on. But a funny fact about Macedonians at that time and their relationship with the Greeks, because eventually the Macedonians are... It's a kind of conflicting thing, because the Greek polis, so cities like Athens, Sparta, and so on, so the more established cities, they always saw themselves, like as the civilized world, and everything outside, every non-Greek, is like a barbar, and they actually use the term Europe to describe like the land outside of Greece. And one of those tribes that they thought that they were barbaric and that they were part of Europe were Macedonians. So they technically kind of didn't want to accept them in their Greek world, but Macedonians themselves always thought or always wanted to be or always strived to be part of a Greek identity. And later on, the Macedonians will, of course, conquer the Greek cities and then Hellenize them and also other parts. So they would form the Hellenic culture, and they would try to combine all the different cultures that were under Alexander to one new culture. So, and yeah, with Ivan the Terrible, he was second half, like mid 16th century, and they're always like different titles, because we call Alexander the Great, he expanded the territory and so on, and Ivan is called in the English terminology the Terrible, which is kind of a too literal term to translate from Russian. In Russian, it's Ivan Grozny. So Grozny can actually also mean like not only terrible, it can also mean terrible, but more of a formidable person. So a less, like dramatic title than terrible. But yeah, he sacked Novgorod, as far as I know. He also expanded Russia into Siberia, so he pushed the Russian front more to the east and started to expand Russia. He was also the first Tsar, but he did very terrible things during his reign. He killed, I'm not sure, one or two of his own children. He was always like kind of manic, in a manic state. He was suspicious of the people who surrounded him, and that also led to the sacking of the nobility, Russian nobility back then. But he also did some stuff with libraries and printing houses, so he expanded that. And yeah, he actually lost or died during a chess game where he had a stroke. So that's why they always referred to playing chess. What else? Yeah, I liked it also how they jumped in, like Friedrich the Great. I don't know why, but I think that the Prussian history and culture, the Prussian drill and military, it's kind of reoccurring in history again, and people like to. I kind of noticed that more and more people like to research about Prussian history. I don't know why, and especially Frederick the Great, and of course he won the 7-Year War together with oh my god, my brain is frozen today. I'm sorry, and I have a cold, so that's why I sound like that. That's why I sound like I sound. Okay, and of course Catherine the Great, who also expanded the territory, brought Russia back into the Enlightenment era, or put Russia into the Enlightenment era and so on, and started to modernize Russia even more. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, if you like history, if you like to discuss history or whatever, or you like to give your opinions on different topics throughout history, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell so you get notified when new videos come out. As I said, I really appreciate corrections, additional information in the comment section, so that more people get more information and maybe they find something interesting and they start to research themselves on the internet, in books and so on, because that's why we're all here to learn something new. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed this. As always, see you until next time.